Hey Virgo, welcome to your September 2023 tarot reading. I'm Kate Smith-Kors. I'm a Reiki master and a tarot intuitive, and these are the collective messages for you for your month ahead. Number 1, happy birthday Virgo, and number 2, don't worry, I will be turning this camera around so that you can see the beautiful card images instead of my face. So just bear with me for this first initial message. Okay, I wanted to let you guys know, in case you don't follow me on social media, I have a TikTok page, but I also have my Facebook page, Crystallize with Kate. And that's going to be where a lot of my content and information really is on Facebook. But I do post on TikTok and on here too. But anyway, I have an 8-week online class coming up, and it starts October 16th. And I am so excited for it because it is how to tap into your intuition, how to work with the moon cycles, how to connect to your spirit team, how to work with numerology and angel numbers, and work with the archangels, and understand your chakras and your aura and all sorts of things. So this is really about your spiritual development journey, right? How can you create a spiritual practice that you can apply to your everyday life? Because we see people on social media, or we hear about people who have these, specific or deep practices, and it's like, okay, that's great, but like, who has time for that? Or how can I apply this to my everyday life? Because this seems a little bit much. I'm going to be giving you some concise, clear, and understandable ways of how you can become more spiritual and apply it to your everyday life and enhance your spiritual development, your spiritual practice. So I hope that you join me for this 8-week class. It is self-paced, so it's not like you have to get everything done in a certain amount of time. The 8-week time frame is set in place because every single week you will have a one-on-one coaching session with me, and I will be scheduling a weekly group distance Reiki healing. So every week for 8 weeks, you're going to be receiving a distance Reiki healing, and you're going to have a one-on-one Zoom coaching session with me. We can do it over the phone if you want to. If you're not comfortable with Zoom, that's fine too. But every single week, you will be getting an email with links in it to your classes. So these will be videos that I have recorded of what we're going to be going over or what you will be learning for that week. But it can really go as long as you want. You don't have to maintain that 8-week time frame. If you need to, if it takes you longer to do that, to get through the material, then that is perfectly fine. So I want to share that with you. And if you see this before September 2nd, which I hope that you do, you can get this for $456. After September 2nd, the price is going to increase to $575. So you're definitely going to want to sign up soon. If you cannot afford it in full, if you need a payment plan, I will work with you. I will work with you to make sure that you can get this class in your schedule and that you can afford it, okay? So message me on my email, katesmithkors@gmail.com. I will type that out in the description box. So you can just copy and paste it, and you can send me an email and we can come up with a payment plan for you. You can also, if you want to pay in full, you can go onto my website, crystallizewithkate.com. In the search bar, type in spiritual development or class or something like that, and it should pop right up for you. The link should, so that you can sign right up. All right. Without further ado, I hope that you enjoy this reading, and, happy birthday. Hey Virgo, let's dive into your first message as the collective. What do you need to know? Remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. I trust my journey. I trust my journey. I feel like some of you have had these twists and turns of fate. Those are the words that I am hearing right now. So you are trusting the journey in the month of September. This card says, move forward in life with the certainty that you are on a journey headed toward your highest self. When you hold steadily to your vision, understand that reaching the final destination will be worth it. The roadmap of life is ever-changing and leading you toward your destiny. So as I was reading that, I actually had a gnat flying around, or like a little fruit fly thing flying around by my face. And so my first thought was, okay, Virgo, you have something up in your face that is really bothering you. That's like really at the forefront of your thoughts that is bothering you. And once I kind of moved my hand toward the gnat and pushed it away, like, I am not dealing with you right now. You are not my focus right now. It actually did leave me alone. So that might be a message to you to either address whatever issue is right up front in your face that has been bothering you, like actually address it, or say, this is not worth my time and my energy, and move on with it, okay? So let's see, what are the main messages? What are some overall themes that might be going on for Virgo here? We have the 10 of Wands, okay. Burden, responsibility, duty, stress, obligation, burnout, and struggles. Virgo, I have to remind you guys all the time, do not overwork yourselves, because it can be very easy for you to do just that. Understand that your burdens are yours to carry, but you don't have to carry everybody else's too. And when you need help, you need to be assertive and ask for it. There are some responsibilities that you're holding, whether it be in your job or with a partner or whoever, that you need to hand that over. You need to let somebody else help you and step forward in the way that they need to. We also have the Ace of Wands, beautiful energy, inspiration, creative spark, initiative, new passion, enthusiasm, and energy. So, number one, I love the nail color. Very similar to mine. Of course, the lighting isn't very good. Theirs is a little bit more pink. But anyway, so some of you might be actually like painting your nails or getting your nails done. I don't know why the nails are like really standing out, but very cool. Some of you might even be painting or just feel really creative. And that's what that Ace of Wands is, right? It's that spark, that initiation energy. So if you have not been feeling motivated, because maybe you've had a lot on your plate, I feel like that's changing in the month of September. But then we also have the 5 of Cups. So it's almost like we have some of you on this side, some of you on this side, or you could be experiencing both. You know, we are humans. We have multiple emotions. It's not just like one solid set path for us. But with this 5 of Cups, it says loss, grief, disappointment, sadness, mourning, discontent, feeling let down. So if you have a family member or friend who has recently passed away, or you have not allowed yourself to like fully grieve them or process this loss, it could be really hitting you hard in the month of September. Or this could be like an anniversary of a death date of somebody who is very important to you. And so I think that you're really going to be going through some tough emotions. And the 5 of Cups often tells us to move on. But honey, I'm telling you, if you need to process your grief, you process your grief. You don't hold that shit in. Okay, so that's part of that message that I'm hearing for you is allow yourself to feel all the things in the month of September. Don't try to just push it down. And then with all of these coffee cups, like, I know for me, I love coffee. I have gone through periods of time where I've completely cut coffee out of my diet, and I really felt like I was missing something sometimes. Like, I'm addicted to it in a way. I can cut it out if I choose to, but I really have to work hard at it. So some of you are using something as a coping mechanism to deal with heartache or loss or sadness or discontentment. So what are you using to cope with these emotions? Are you doing this? Are you feeling these emotions and allowing yourself to feel them so you can process them? Or are you like shoving them down or doing some type of like bad or addictive behavior to, I don't know, that's not healthy. So just something to consider. Okay, so now we have some Rebel deck messages, and these do have swearing in them, so I apologize. And speaking of apologies, your first message is fucking apologize. I actually think that you got this last round too for the August reading. It says, seriously, just do it. There is somebody that I think you should apologize to if you have not already done so. but it needs to come from a heartfelt space. It can't just be like, yeah, it is what it is. Sorry, moving on. Like, this is something that needs your heartfelt apology. So if that's resonating for you, great. If it's not, that message was not for you. Okay. This could also be, like I said last time, this could be an apology to yourself. I'm sorry that I did not fulfill this promise that I made to myself. So if you promised yourself you would never do something again, or that you were going to start doing something, but then you never did it, and you're feeling really hard on yourself, apologize, be gentle with yourself, and then move on. You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. I feel like some of you are trying to move on from a relationship, or like a relationship was a lot more work, or there was a lot more baggage from the past than you had realized, stuff that you didn't process properly, or stuff that maybe the other person was holding on to, maybe some hurts and traumas, and it's caused a lot of issues within the relationship. And so some of you are trying to figure out how to move on, especially since the front of this card says you do you. That's like you focusing on yourself. And when you can stop focusing so much on the past and the trauma and the burdens, and you can focus on what brings you joy, then your life is going to really start shifting in some truly magical ways. And then the last Rebel Deck message we have here is eat your fucking vegetables. Eat some shit made by Mother Nature. I feel like some of you have gone on some type of unhealthy binge. So start getting your fresh fruits and veggies, or whatever type of foods or vitamins or whatever it is that makes you and your specific body feel good. Okay, so maybe step away from the junk food for a little bit if you've been not eating super healthy. All right, so let's see. What is a potential challenge for Virgo? What's a potential challenge? You could have a challenge with a water sign. This is the King of Cups. It is in reverse. So, yeah, potential issue with a water sign. Ace of Cups, new loving opportunity. I feel like some of you are torn between somebody and somebody else. Like some of you are either in a relationship or have been talking to somebody for a while, but maybe you've met somebody new, or somebody has entered your life, or there's some type of separate love interest, separate love opportunity coming in September. And I almost feel like you're kind of torn. That's part of what I'm hearing. That's for some of you. Now, another message I'm hearing that's going to apply to different people is there was or is a relationship with somebody who wants to rekindle things. It's like either this person was not giving you the love in the way that you wanted, and so it caused you to separate or caused you to lose interest in each other. I feel like there's going to be a resurfacing or a rekindling of love there. Some type of, I don't know, maybe they ask you out on a date, or they like try to have a really romantic conversation with you. And for some of you, there's definitely a potential love interest coming in. Knight of Cups, this is somebody who wants to woo you. This is somebody who wants your attention. Now, what I will say with the Knight of Cups is they aren't always the most consistent. So if you're wanting consistency and this person's coming in and it looks great, it feels great, just be cautious, because they could be potentially flighty. I will say that. And then we have the Empress in reverse. So there could be potential issues with a mother figure, or you might not be feeling like you are being nurtured and loved in the way that you want to be. Okay? I believe the Empress is Libra and Taurus energy, but I could totally be off right now. It's just like the top of my head. But yeah, I feel like there could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio that's in your life, but the Empress really feels like, I don't know why Venusian is coming to my head, but like Venus energy. It's about being like nurtured, caressed. It feels sensual too. And so some of you might be going through some type of change or shift in your body where maybe you have a lower libido, or maybe you are just like not as attracted to somebody in your life as you used to be. And so I think that that's where the potential the potential like conflict is with some of you, is that somebody might be piquing your interest. You might be like, ooh, they're getting me interested, whereas this other person maybe wasn't. So again, that's only going to apply for some of you. Now, if this isn't regarding a person, this could also be regarding like a job situation where, you know, maybe you came into a job, or you entered into a job that, I don't know, like, okay, so what did I say about the relationship? It was somebody that you were in a relationship. So a job that you used to have that maybe you got back, and maybe they're just not fulfilling a certain promise. Something feels off about this situation or this job. It's like, I don't think that they're going to pull through on all the promises that they had initially put out there for you. Okay, so hopefully this is making sense. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to pull one last card. I know that this is a shorter reading for September, but I've got a lot of big stuff going on in my business that I am so excited to share. I already shared with you in the beginning of this video about the 8-week class, but I have other events and stuff that are going to be going on and happening, and it's a lot. So I got to make sure that I get your needs met for the collective messages, but I also do fulfill the other commitments that I have too. Okay, so 46, Raw Morganite. The essential meaning with this card is sensitivity, gentleness, empathy, compassion, the gift of vulnerability, and self-forgiveness. Ooh, this is going right along with this apologize card, right? No matter how hard the rock, over time, water can alter it, making a path where there was none before. The appearance of this crystal is a sign that this is a time for you to embrace your sensitivity and gentleness. There is no need to be forceful when you can simply be open to what you are entitled to receive. Allow yourself to be vulnerable as this crystal spirit appears in raw, unpolished form, finding strength in knowing that you do not have to engage in battles that serve no one. You are able to handle whatever dramas are in front of you now. Your exquisite sensitivity will serve you well, for it allows you to see things as they are. The conscious universe will be gentle with you, and Raw Morganite Spirit is here to let you know that you are not alone and you have a solid foundation beneath you. So express your gifts of empathy and compassion. You are stronger than you know. Well, Virgo, I hope that these messages resonated. If they did, go ahead and hit that like button, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell for notifications so you know when I post more videos like this. And please, if you're looking for a personal reading, you can book on crystallizewithkate.com.